Alright guys, as you know, one of my favorite parts about vehicles is the interior. Engine bay's a close second, but interiors make it or break it point. Because you can have a rough looking outside, but if you've got a cool interior, everyone's going to love it. Now, I do have these old, 18-year-old seats. The back's not so bad. They don't look bad. The front, they're starting to show their age. They're getting their wear. Anyway, I don't want to be riding nasty to LS Fest. I've struggled to find seats that I like, and so finally I've got something that I think we'll all enjoy. So what do we have here? Got these awesome LG1 Corbeau seats. They're adjustable. They go with my color scheme, and I think we're really going to like them. So now let's install them. So the first thing that you're going to do is undo these little bitty caps right here. Ignore the dirt, but just take your Phillips screwdriver and get your 13mm wrench. And repeat on all four corners. It's pretty simple stuff. So now let's carry on. It is nasty under there. These seats have never been out of this car, and they're 18 years old. So cut me some slack when you see all this foam, laying around on the carpet. But we'll get all that cleaned up before LS Fest coming this weekend. Anyway, glad to get those out. I have power seats, so all I have to do is undo that clip on the bottom. But that's simple enough to do. All right, now as you can see, I just laid the seats, opened up the box and laid the seat on the cardboard so it didn't get tore up on the concrete, and figured that'll keep the seats safe and clean at the same time. And now the first thing we're going to do is undo these little Allen head bolts right here on each corner and mount them to that track. Okay, so after you test fit the track and make sure you have the right one to the right seat, you're going to take the slider and move it up so you can get to these, well, you can't see it, these bolt holes down here. And we'll line those up right here. Okay, so this one's pretty difficult to get to. So these sliders kind of have this oval slot, and I put them through there because that's the only way I'm able to tighten this outer side of the slider. So it looks like we're using those. Well, might be there, does it? Okay, quick update. I had some issues. These sliders were not lining up with the seats, and so I had to loosen up the sliders on the brackets that are made for the car, and then get everything bolted up to the bottom of the seat and tighten the sliders back up on the mounting bracket. Okay, so I had to loosen these up all the way around and then adjust, get everything lined up on the seat, tighten those secondly, and then we're good to go. Okay, now for a comparison, these seats are worn. Like I said, they're 18 years old. They're comfortable, but they don't hold you in. The bolsters are all worn out. There's no aftermarket reproduction foam for these seats. I don't hate them, just there's nothing we can do with them. I could build them back up. I've had shops quote me and to build these seats back up and have them wrapped the way I want, and it's honestly, it's a lot cheaper just to buy these seats and replace these old seats altogether. Anyway, so as you all know, 18-year-old seats, nothing really impressive there. What I do like about these Corbeau seats and why I got them, well, for two reasons. Recommendations of friends through shows and Facebook that also have the same seats. But the bolstering is nice. I've had cloth in the past. I'm not against that. It's in my daily driver. I feel like this will hold up pretty well. The vinyl on the sides, that's going to keep it from wearing down. Also, they've got the nice option of the inflatable lumbar support. And I drive this car everywhere to shows. 4 hours to Memphis from my house, 4 hours to Dallas. Drove it to LS Fest a few years ago, and that's about a 10-hour drive for me. So anyway, comfort is important. Now I'll sit in it and let you see. I'm not the biggest guy. I'm 5'10", 5'11", depending on who's measuring me. But I fit good in this seat. I weigh about 175. Waist size like a 32. I think the seat's good up for a size 38 waist. Bolstering fits just right. The seat's not really any bigger than the factory seats, and that was something that was really important to me because I don't like the aftermarket seats that are too tall, and in a convertible, you don't want to see big seats hanging above your doors while driving down the road or at shows. In some of the more modern cars, they look fine, and even the T-top cars, they look good. But in a convertible, having a seat that's really taller than the factory seats doesn't look right, in my opinion. So I'm real happy with these. The inflatable lumbar support, you squeeze this a few times, you can definitely feel it swelling up, and feels good on your back, and I think I'll enjoy that for long trips. It's got a little release button, and it deflates real fast. And anyway, so now let's get to installing these in the car. Ignore that at this angle these seats look a little pink. That's these bright shop lights I've got out here right now. They actually look like they match my roll cage and steering wheel really well. Not gonna lie, these rear nuts are pretty much a pain to get on. I do suggest getting you a wrench with the ratcheting in. I mean, that's the only way you're going to be able to tighten this up. Alright, first time sitting in these seats in the car, and they feel amazing. They fit perfectly, and you can see, same height as the factory ones. The little seat belt fits perfectly in that corner right there. I have plenty of room. I know it's dark in here. I'm going to get the other seat installed, and then I will pull in the garage. I can't open the doors in the garage without hitting the cabinets. So anyway, we'll see y'all in a minute. Stay a few more seconds. I'm going to show you what they look like in the daytime tomorrow. Alright guys, just got out here by the lake. Took some twisty roads to get here. The seats keep me right where I need to be in the car. All I have to do is focus on where I'm turning that steering wheel. The car stays planted, which of course that's due to all the UMI, suspension components. And then on that Ride Tech area, it's real smooth through these bumpy back roads. But anyway, all I have to do, is tell the car where I want to go, and it's going there now. But I'll show you the seats. I'm real happy with them, and I think y'all enjoy them too. Okay, so as you'll see, I'm using the harness padding actually to keep the seat belt from rubbing on the seat, since there's not a mount there anymore. But they fit tight and perfect. Nice and close to the door. Follow the shape of the roll cage really well. Alright, and that is all. So remember to like, share, subscribe, dream it, build it, drop it, and we'll see you next time.
I am, as a human being. How can I express myself? Hopefully